This is Dennis, my old friend of mine from a decade ago, and we haven't spoken or played together for a very long time. And Battlefield 6 brought him back to life. Hallelujah! It has been the whole general idea behind Battlefield 6. It has that special sauce in it that brings everyone back from the dead, basically. And I've seen it everywhere on my social media accounts, my Discord server, even my Battlefield related podcast comments. Like, it's quite fascinating. Did DICE and the rest of the Battlefield studios actually made a good Battlefield game for the first time in a decade? Did they finally got this shit together? Well, hold on. I'd be lying to you if I said I'm not excited for Battlefield 6. We are just a week away from finally being released. A freaking decade later, it actually feels right to be excited about the virtual war crimes you might be doing in a Battlefield game. Electronic Arts finally got their shit together and realized they have a franchise that needs some love and attention. A franchise that has been proud spiritual competitor to Juggernaut DICE Call of Duty, and they finally realized he has all the potential to be one, if not the one, dominating franchise in the FPS market. They brought the right people, the likes of Vince Zampella, the creator of Titanfall, actual Call of Duty franchise, Byron Beatty, the guy that was handling the original Call of Duty Warzone with massive success, and David Sirland. And if you're watching this video, I don't want to have to explain to you how much I love this man, but hey, David Sirland, I'm glad you're back. They sorted their studios out and their responsibilities, and for once, they have a freaking vision of what they want from a Battlefield game. Hallelujah! The reveal was fantastic, the aesthetics are top tier, specialists are gone, bring back the classes, open beta played actually pretty good, no problems with performance or crashes, developers and marketing people are saying the right things, they're even saying they won't have a ridiculous overpowered aim assist in their game. Holy crap! Furthermore, if you play Battlefield 2042 and complete the free battle pass they added after the reveal, you will get some extra rewards that you can carry over to Battlefield 6. Okay then, because trust me guys, nothing makes me more happy than playing Redacted 24/7 as Doza's shield smacks my fucking butt cheeks every time I log in into this fucking game.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Let's be serious for a moment. Everyone knows if the next Battlefield game will not succeed, we might as well say goodbye to the Battlefield franchise forever. But why are we here in the first place? Why this? Why this game is our last hope of salvation? How did we even get here? It's not a secret to anyone the Battlefield franchise has been underperforming. Dare to say it has fallen off so badly, I think it's okay to compare it to Disney Star Wars. Because let's be honest, nothing has been exciting since the sequel trilogy got dropped, and oh my god, I hate the sequel trilogy so much. Star Wars is dead to me, I'm sorry, that's what it is. It has all the talent, the budgets to achieve great things, but somehow both franchises decide that the best way moving forward is, fuck it, we're doing it live. And boy, they did it live alright. Keep in mind, Battlefield 2142 was my first ever Battlefield, but I consider Battlefield 3 to be my proper start with this franchise, but since then I started making content on YouTube, took part in Battlefield 4 CTE, started my own Battlefield related podcast, got invited to 2 Battlefield reveals, and I even managed to sneak into one because I was friends with some developers. Privileges! So when I say the Battlefield has been a joke for the last decade, I freaking mean it. But the hardcore Battlefield community that managed to stick around playing these games and not moving on to other games to expand their horizons, they glaze this franchise like it's a sleeping giant, a franchise that is so premium, these hardcore Battlefield fans think they know what's best for the Battlefield franchise, and they scream at Battlefield Studios and the developers, tell them what to do to bring this franchise back to its glory days. Yeah, okay, without going into too much about this, I'm just gonna say this. The Battlefield community really need to stop smelling their own farts sometimes. For real. And it's basically, I'm just like, this is the same conversations I've been having with Battlefield community, but just a different topic. It's like, well, it has to be this way, and that's because it's been like that forever and everything. Like, you guys, you don't see the full picture. Call of Duty has their own problems with aim assist and all that kind of stuff, while Battlefield has problems with just establishing itself as a fucking franchise and just its aesthetics and all that kind of stuff. But you have to realize, we don't live in 2010s anymore. Like, we don't live in those times. Battlefield 4 was probably the last good Battlefield game Electronic Arts has ever released, and that was 12 years ago. Granted, the community test environment carried that game, but the point stands. You should actually watch my previous video where I talk about exactly this. This is actually a good video, just saying, you should watch it. But anyway, moving on. Battlefield 1 had the aesthetics, but remove the aesthetics and the whole game is just basically shallow as a puddle in a Sahara desert. The gameplay was abysmal, but that's another video for another day. Battlefield 5 might have the gameplay, but it was a development hell, marketing hell, everyone working on this game quit because it was so unbearable, and the post-launch content was lackluster at best, not to mention the worst video gameplay in the series, and you will never change my mind. Go watch my old video about, again, another promotion, go watch that video. It's it's just the worst. And when the game finally was starting to get better, they stopped all development on the game just to have full focus on Battlefield 2042. Back then we thought, wow, they know Battlefield 5 is a lost cause. Yeah, makes sense. Abandon Battlefield 5 and make sure the next Battlefield game is good.
Don't be sad. This is just how it works out sometimes.
When it comes to mainstream audience relevancy, Battlefield is basically non-existent. No one cares about Battlefield and mainstream audience. Yes, the game's being bad is a big part of it, but you have to understand that for the last 15 years, DICE, the primary studio responsible for the Battlefield franchise, until now, was reinventing the wheel every freaking time they released a new game.
Listen, we fucked up.
EA and DICE had no plan, no endgame, literally vibes in hopes that something actually sticks. Every Battlefield game was so freaking different from each other, no one knew what Battlefield franchise actually stands for anymore. And every time you ask someone what's their perfect Battlefield game, you will never get a consistent answer because every single person grew up with a different Battlefield game, different aesthetics and different gameplay moments, hence why it feels like a Battlefield community is always at civil war with each other almost every week. Here's the thing, I'm excited for Battlefield 6, I really am, because the beta was fantastic, played well, I had a lot of fun, something I did not have since Modern Warfare 2019. Okay, sure, Modern Warfare 3, but that's a different story, but you get what I mean, I had a lot of fun. And the existence of Battlefield Labs, a playtest program where developers can playtest their ideas with the player base outside the development studio, welcome back Battlefield 4 community test environment, we missed you, is a good positive sign that the Battlefield franchise is finally moving into the right direction. But I can't shake the feeling of that something's not right. Ah, okay, that makes more sense now. Countless articles from reputable establishments saying how the development of the game is a complete shitshow. The closure of Ridgeline Games that was supposed to make the next Battlefield single player, of course rings some alarm bells. Marcus Leto, the person that was supposed to be the next Kevin Feige of the Battlefield universe, leaves Electronic Arts while showing a corporate middle finger directly at them and saying, go fuck yourself. And if you watch the recent Battlefield 6 campaign trailer and those 5-minute clips they released for everyone to watch, yeah, you can tell the single player is very rushed. And even though the beta played well, leaks have shown that we might be getting a very bare-bones experience. Season 1 roadmap might give you some positive feelings, but I have my concerns from personal experience. There's also a rumor that Battlefield Battle Royale is coming as Season 1 starts, which basically telling us that they have no confidence in that the multiplayer portion of the game is good enough to last 6 months without some serious updates and content drops. I don't know about you all, but I'm getting a big sense of deja vu. I don't know, something seems extremely familiar. Where did I seen this before? Not to mention, there were some credible rumors that the game was not coming out later this year, and more believable timeline was spring 2026. And yet, this is the fastest Battlefield release I ever seen since I started playing Battlefield 15 plus years ago. Good luck everyone! And this is the game that's supposed to bring Battlefield back to its glory days and bring all of us back together as we loudly and proudly sing Kumbaya songs with Battlefield drums in the background, so our Call of Duty neighbors could be jealous? I mean, sure, yeah man, why not? Why not, if you believe that? Okay, realistically, Battlefield 6 looks fine, as they address some important problems and it seems that those changes resonate well with the general mainstream audience, which is exactly what Electronic Arts and Battlefield Studios need to do. Do the safest thing you could ever do. But you can clearly tell that the arrogance and the ambition that they deserve more is still there. It's their hubris. They can't help themselves. They just believe they're the best.
Who was that? Doesn't matter. Let's move.
Like I said, I had a lot of fun playing the open beta, and I will have a lot of fun when the game will finally be out. Finally a good Battlefield game in a decade. But I can't help to think that this game is just a quick pit stop so we can slowly move on to Battlefield 7 or whatever the next Battlefield game is. And Battlefield 6 will determine what is the future for the whole Battlefield franchise, especially with the Saudis actually owning EA now. Is that a bad thing? Well, depends how you do it, and it depends on the perspective. A perfect example is Call of Duty Warzone. When that game came out, it spawned a new era where everything you do now matters in the future, so nothing will be lost as time goes on, a la Fortnite. But Activision realized they never were prepared for this to go big, and they had to start again, start fresh to have a new foundation for the future. So we get Modern Warfare 2 Warzone, which was really necessary reset back then. Back then, it was needed. Problem is, The game itself was actually horrible and not fun, which clearly made them rethink everything they did and planned for the future. And since then, Activision's been slowly backtracking just to keep Warzone somewhat active until another rumored reset that will happen in 2026 with Modern Warfare 4. Listen, Black Ops 7 might be good, and it seems it might be. Warzone might be good too, even if it stays on Verdansk for another year. It doesn't matter, because nothing will matter in a year. I personally feel like I will be wasting my time again, which basically says I wasted 6 years playing 2 different iterations of Warzone with no future ahead. Then I go to Fortnite, and not only get to keep my skins and everything I have unlocked since the game came out back in 2018, they're adding more and more and more, and nothing makes me more happy than being my favorite lizard Godzilla while wearing Air Jordans, as I bully some kids with cringe. I love video games, man, it's just so freaking beautiful. It's just so beautiful. I don't want anything more in my life.
Sorry. Sorry.
I was about to kill him!
Sorry, here.
So going back to Battlefield 6 as I end this video, which path they will take? Fortnite for longevity or Warzone for a quick profit with no end goal? Both options have their own pros and cons, don't get me wrong. But if I have to choose, I'd rather have a stable, less evolving gaming experience because at least I know this game has a future and it can change with time. Unlike the confusion and annoyance that we're changing the formula every freaking year until the game is basically dead. That's my personal opinion. What about you? Which way you think Battlefield 6 should go? Let me know in the comments and I will see you guys in the next video, wherever I'm making one. But anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for watching and we'll see how Battlefield 6 will go. So hey everyone, I know I haven't posted for a really long time, but that's because for the last 7 months I put all my effort and time into Battlefield 1 podcast that is available on every audio platform in YouTube, and we've been having a lot of success with it. It's time consuming, but it's definitely one of the most successful media projects I have ever done. So check out Battlefield 1 podcast available everywhere, or go to your dedicated podcast website battlefield1.net. But what about this YouTube channel? As everything finally calmed down, I will try to be more active with videos. I kinda redesigned the channel, removed some old videos, but again, just need more time and help. That's all it is. It's one of the main, that's all it is. It's a one-man production, sadly, while I still need to, make a living somewhere and, support the family, all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of work, I'm sorry. But if you do want to help out and support my work, my Patreon is linked in the descriptions, or just go to patreon.com/TheLankySoldier and support me there. Every little helps, And I want to thank every single person that contributed because it means the world to me and just helps a lot. But yeah, that's all it is. I've been putting a lot of effort into Battlefield 1 podcast. I'm really happy with the success. It's really time consuming, but that's what it is. I have to prioritize what I have to make for the future and what make it for something that will last for a really long time. So Battlefield 1 podcast is. But yeah, thank you guys for support, all that kind of stuff. So patreon.com/TheLankySoldier if you want to help out and see some extra content. Thank you everyone for the support. Have a lovely day and I will see you guys on the next one.